This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, everyone. In the last class, so we done some of chart and tables, how to drag and drop the tables. So how to get the information, how to create the chart, all basic charts we done. Today we are going to continue when we are going to use the table. So how to add some of aggregate functions in the table. I will show you that one also. Okay, let me share that screen. In that, how many charts we created here? um, in that horizontal bar chart, pie chart, normal chart. So that is also horizontal bar chart only. Hierarchies, we created hierarchies also. So then uh, for product hierarchies, we created text tables, bar chart. So then column chart. So then stacked bar chart. So then side by side column chart. Then side by side bar chart. This much chart we created in the Tableau. But now, when we are going to create as a table, when we are going to create as a table, in the table, I want to display I want to apply some of aggregate functions. What are the aggregate functions then? Example, in the aggregate function means um, sum, average, maximum, minimum. So all these are the aggregate functions we called. So that means now I want to take one new sheet. Click on that new sheet. So now select the table options. What is the table here? If I want to create a table, so what are the details I want to import? For example, category wise, I want to see the sales information. Category wise means particular category wise how much sales we done. Total amount I want to see that. So that's why drag the category option. Drag the category. Where is our category here? Product hierarchy. In that, drag the category into the column. I am going to drag into the column. In the rows, if I want to see that or category, okay, in the rows, ship mode. So drag and drop here how we exported the product. And here now we can drag and drop into the sales amount also in the ABC in the particular column. If not, we can drag the sales amount into the text also in the label. In the mark option, we can drag into the text option also. Okay, so here also we can drag. Now I want to see that segment wise also how much sales we done. If you want to see that, drag the segment, drag and drop into the column. See now, segment wise, all these are the furniture, ship mode like this we done. All these are the category or segment. See, these are the options. Now, drag the sales, sales. I want to see here also we can drag and drop, or else in the text option also we can drag and drop. See, this is the sales option. So we done. Okay, so this is the information so we have. Profit wise also, if you want to see that, drag the profit into the text options also. Now see, that is the information. If I place the cursor, so that is the profit, and this the sales, this the profit. Sales, profit, like this options it's going to display. Suppose if I don't want this segment wise, I don't want the segment wise all these things, drag the segment, drag and drop here, or else click on the drop down button, remove option. Only the office supplies options is going to display. Okay, so here this the standard mode. Click on that fit width, click on that fit height, that information is going to display. See, all these are the options it's going to display. Profit and sales. See, now this the profit, this the sales and profit, sales and profit. Click on that entire view, this the entire view options going to display. Okay, however you want we can select. I am going to select the standard. Now in this particular option here, I want to increase the little bit font size, all these things. If you want to increase, go to format option, click on that font. Now worksheet, in this particular worksheet, that font size, if you want now 9 is there, I'm going to select 12. See, now we got the 12 font size, I increased as a 12. Now if I want to select this particular option, here place the cursor. If you want to increase the column width also, we can increase the column width options also, like this. See, here we can drag and drop the little bit, we can increase the column width. Okay, so next, if I want to change, later we will apply this format. Now I increase the sum of font sizes, all these things we increased. Now in this particular option, I want to find out the total, means sum of aggregate functions I want to apply. Total information, grand total, subtotal, all these things. If you want to find out in the particular table, go to here in the analyst tab, click on that. See here, total options we have in that. Okay, so click on that show row and grand total. So if I select show row and row grand totals, what will happen, where it's going to display row wise the totals, it's going to display to us. Click on that. See, now row wise entire total I got, row wise grand total. Okay, this is the options we have. If you want to filter, here we can filter the informations particular for every each and every column, that information we have, we can filter this option. See, like this we can filter the information. Okay, this is the grand total. Again click on that analysis tab, total, show column grand totals. Click on that, column wise it's going to display. Click on that column grand total. See, now column wise the totals is going to display. This the all information. This the sales, this the profit. Now see, in the down, in the tooltip button here it's going to display. This the sales value, this the profit. This the sales, total sales, this the profit. This the total sales, this the profit. Like this options is going to display to us. Again click on that analysis options and row totals in left. What will happen, row totals in left, if I select these options, click on that. See, now in the left side it's going to display the information grand total. So after that, that information, see, now after that technology of furniture, office supplies, technology, that info category details, before the category details grand total it's going to display to us. Okay, again click on this analysis tab, total, column totals on top, click on that. See, now totals is going to display on the top options only. If you want bottom top, we can select the information grand total. For every columns total, it's going to display in the top of the rows, it's going to display. So this the information. If you want to get the totals in the particular table, all these things, so we can use the table options also. If I don't want all these things, remove that. Untick these options. Again click on that total, untick row. See, now it's going to display only the information is going to display. Show row grand total, show column grand total. Row wise also it's going to display, column wise also it's going to display. Suppose if I don't want column wise, we can remove that. Column wise we can remove. Only the row wise grand total it's going to display to us. Now I want to change the font colors, all these things in this particular table. If you want to change that one, go to format option, click on that, font. In this particular worksheet, change the font sizes. Already I changed the font sizes, all these things. If you want, we can change the colors also, it's going to display. After that, headings. For headers, if you want to change the colors, what will happen if I select? See, only the headers, it's going to changing the colors. When we are going to create the dashboard, in the dashboard I want to display my data as a table wise. If you want to display the data as a table wise, for the table, if you want to apply some of formats, format means nothing but font color, font size, so then font background color, underline, italic, whatever effects we are going to give, that is we called as a format option. If you want to apply some of formats, all these things we can apply using the format options, we can apply. Now I want to display only for total different colors. If you want to apply in this particular column, go to total options here, click on that. So which color you want, we can select the colors also. See, now that colors has changed here. If you want to change more colors, see here colors informations we have in that. Select a particular colors, which one you want. Just for example I will show you that. Say like this, we changed the colors options also. This is for total. For grand total, click on that. So pink is there, just I am going to select the green. See, now here also row wise, column wise we can select the total, means for text formats we can select. This is we called as a format options only. Okay, so then after when we are created the table, if I want to display the data as a table format, that time for the table, if you want to apply some of effects, all these things, we have to go to analysis of, sorry, format options. We can format, select the font. If I click on that font, all these information it's going to display for us. If I don't want, remove that option. Normal, our data is going to display to us. This is the table. Total, if you want to find out, go to analysis tab, total. All these are the totals options so we have in that. Okay, understood? Any confusions is there? I will give you 5 minutes. You can try this table. Same options you can. You have to apply the grand totals, then total, subtotal. If you want, we can apply the total. So which side you want, in the first column or last, or column wise or row wise, if you want to display the total, we can select the, go to analysis tab. In that totals options, here we have select all these options. We can, if you want, you can apply the number colors, text colors, number colors, all these things we can change using the format tab. Try this one. Any confusions is there, or one more try should I? Any doubt? Okay, try it. If you got any confusions, anything, one more time I will repeat. Have you all tried? Once if you completed, put a message in the chat group. Okay. Done? Everyone created the table? Finished? Okay. See, next one more option. Okay. Uh, Next options in that. Okay, this one I want to duplicate this table, or else here I want to rename for that, because when we are going to create the dashboard we can drag and drop, that's it, directly. So that's why we have to create all the chart table. Okay, next one more table I want to create. So how we have to create one more table? That table values I want to display as a shape wise or design wise, any circle type. I don't want to display the values. See now, drag and drop into the one second. Let me see that. Subcategory wise, I want to see the sales. Drag and drop, or else subcategory into the rows. See now, we got that all the subcategories. Then subcategory wise sales informations I need. So that's why drag the sales into the column. When we are going to drag sales into the column, it's displaying like a chart only, but visualization. I don't want that visualizations I need as a table wise. So that's why drag the sales. Now drag the sales into the text option, or else here also we can drag and drop text option. I dragged. See now we had the sales in the values, but I don't want to display as a values. These values I want to display as a shape wise. Means, for example, little bit I'm going to increase the font sizes, all these things. Click on that, go to font, worksheet, increase the little bit size. I am going to increasing. So font colors, if you want to change, we can change the colors, all these things. This sales information, if you want to change the colors, we can change. Okay, let it be like that only. If I want to heading, so this one, table 1, like this I given. So now if I want to change the font styles, all these things, select the font, or else I change the font sizes, increase that one, then click on OK. I changed this one. Now what I am going to do that here, in that, drag this is the sales information, right? Now drag the sales, or else in that, select the options here. This is we called as a heat map. What is that heat map means? So that information, whatever we done, that sales value, if you want to display as a shape wise, design wise, if you want to display, we are going to select the heat map option. Click on that heat map. If I select the heat map, automatically values it's going to display like this only. This one, if I place the cursor, that information is going to display like that. Now if this data, if you want to ascending and descending, click on that ascending, see, smallest to largest, click on that largest to smallest. If you want to change the colors also, we can change which color you want. We can change the colors options also, we can change like this. We can change the colors information also, we can change however you want. We can change the colors information, so we can change. This is the heat map option, so we have in that. Suppose if I select the swap option, what will come? If I select the swap, it's going to display as a horizontal wise, the data is going to display. But I don't want in the horizontal wise, this is the option. This shape, if you want to change the shapes, all these things, here is showing a square type, right? So, once again, this my information. I am going to do the control Z. Like this we have square shape, that is a normally default options it will come. This square shape, if I don't want these shapes, if you want to change the shape, in that automatic option, see here is showing square, click on that drop down button, select the which shape you want. We can select the options also. All these are circle, if you want to see circle wise, pie chart. So because if I have multiple product, it will. So this is the Gantt chart informations, line chart. If I increase the font sizes, click on that bar chart. If you want to display as a bar chart, area chart, so then square, so then circle. Like this, we can select the informations. Text, normal values we can import. The size little bit I want to decrease. Font, click on that. So 12 I am going to give 12 options. It will come. Because I selected here text, that's why text wise is going to display. Change the colors, designs, all these things. If you want to select shape option, here also click on that shape. Which shape you want, we can select the shape information also. It will come to us. Like this, we can change the designs also. We can change. All these are the shape options we have in that. Based on that our requirement, we can select the shapes, designs, all these things we can. Now drag the cells. Only the I don't want now. So here table wise, this is the sales value. Close the format. Sales options. Drag the sales into the text. Click on that. So this is the text information. If you don't want to display as a number wise values, click on that automatic option. Select here which style you want. We can select. That is the options it will come. One second. Remove. See now This is the informations we are going to. If you want to change this one, increase, we can increase the sizes, all these things, so we can increase. Like these options, it will come. Drag and drop here. See now, again, from beginning, I will do one more time. Let me repeat one more time. Drag the subcategory into the rows. We have the options because once I applied here, remove, drag the subcategory, clear sheets. Okay. Now drag the subcategory into the rows. So automatically we are going to get. Okay, one second, ma. Here I'm going to delete clear. Drag the subcategory. Clear sheet. Now subcategory. Drag the sales into the text option. Now select the shapes. This kind of shapes. All these are the shapes information. If you want to increase the shapes, we can increase the shapes, designs, all these things, so we can increase. Like these options we are going to get. When we are going to select this option, now see, drag the cells into the columns. What will happen? See, column wise that information it's going to display to us. If I place the cursor, sorry, I selected here this one. Click on that. This is the information. Select the heat map option because when we are drag and drop some of information related charts, it's going to activate here. So that's why if you want this one, we can select the information. If you want this chart, sorry, this table heat map, we can select them. This is we called as a highlight tables. What is that highlight tables? Important values we can highlight. So you are using like a conditional formatting, like we can select the option means highest to largest to smallest, smallest to largest, like this we can highlight. No, if you using this table we can use this the options we have in that. So that's the heat map chart. If I select the information, normal chart options it will come. Click on that. So this is the information. If you want to increase the sizes, all these things, click on that size, we can increase the sizes options also. If you want to change the size colors, click on that color, which color you want, we can select the colors information also. Here ascending descending option is there, we can change the ascending descending options also. This is we called as a heat map chart. Understood? Select the heat map chart subcategory. If I drag, okay, now I want to rename for this chart. Right click on that heat map chart. I'm going to rename heat map chart. Try it once. I will give you 5 minutes. One more chart we have to create. Done. Done. Okay. Okay. Next option. Which one, ma? Shalini? Which one I have to repeat, ma? This table. Okay. Same option. See, I'm going to remove all these informations. I'm going to remove all the data I removed. Now I want to display the data as a table view. If you want to drag the category subcategory wise, I want to see the sales information. Subcategory wise, I want to display the sales information. If you want to display the subcategory wise, what I am going to do that subcategory into the rows. See, subcategory we got. Little bit I am going to increase the font size. Go to format, font options. Here 12 I am going to take. So increase the little bit font size. We increased the, if I want to increase the tables, we can increase the tables. Okay, it's going to increasing lot. Okay, so we can increase that options font size. Subcategory wise, I want to display the sales. So that's why drag the sales into the, one second. I want to clear the map, chart all these things. Now subcategory into the rows options. Now see, it's going to display the, so apply the value here. Means if you want to see that subcategory wise sales, the sales we have to drag and drop into the text, or else here also we can see sales. I'm going to drag and drop into that. This is the sales information so we have. So now this sales information I don't want to see as a values wise. Values. So that's what I'm going to do in the automatic option, in the mark option, in the automatic, I want to display the values as a square wise. So here text, remove the text. See now we got that square wise, we got the information. Okay, this information, this data, so we can change when once if you apply the data. Okay, I didn't track, one second ma. Sales into the text. um, One second ma. In my heat map, I'm going to take new sheet. Okay va, click on that new sheet, drag the subcategory into the rows, into the rows. Now text, sales into the text option. Like this kind of answers we got. Now I don't want to display the values as a numbers. That time click on that automatic option, in that select the values. Here values also it's going to display. We should not display like that. So I am going to remove that sales. Like this options it will come for us. So this is one of the option. Suppose if I don't want to display this kind of option, I'm going to make control Z. So first drag the sales into the text. Select the heat map here directly. We can select the heat map option. Okay, if you got this text and numbers and shapes both also, if you display for us showing like that, that time directly we can select the heat map options. We can select, click on that heat map. See shape wise the values it's going to display to us. If you want to change the shape colors, all these things, or else if you want to change the shapes, here shapes also we can change. Here also is there shapes, we can change. See now, once if you select the shapes, here that options it will come. Click on that, we can change the shapes. Which shapes you want, we can select. All these are the shapes informations we have. Understood? So this the heat map options we have in that. If you want ascending and descending, we can. If you want to increase the sizes also, we can increase the sizes. All these things we can increase. If you want to change the colors also, we can change. Click on that. Apply the colors. Which color you want, we can apply. Understood, ma? This is we called as a heat map chart. Heat map chart. Okay. Next, one more chart I want to create. Now, whatever data we have, this the orders data. So then I have the sum of information. What data we have here in the list of orders, I have the information. Or else if you want to see which source we have, click on that data source. It's going to display which what are the data, which kind of data we have. List of orders, orders breakdown to options we imported. Now this data, I want to convert as a circle wise. The data, if you want to convert as a circle wise, so then if you want to select, we have to see that information as a circle wise. So that time go to for example I will show you that. Mm, Sales into the columns, I am going to take sales into the columns information. Ship mode into the rows. See now, we got the sum of information. So we got in that, in the show me option, in the show me options, select the circle view. Click on that circle view. We here which data we have. Okay, in that select the circle view. If I click on that circle view, that information is going to display to us. We can rename that information as a circle wise. See, if I place the cursor, it's going to display economy. This the values economy plus. This the priority. This one immediate. So the like this we can see that the information as a circle wise. If you want to see, we can import the circle options also we can import. Okay, suppose now I don't want ship mode, sales, all these things I'm going to remove. Now um okay, here select the subcategory into the rows. So then sales into the columns. See, like these options, the circles is going to display. Now all this information, all the information, if you don't want to display, remove the subcategory. Category wise, if you want to display the values, datas, all these things, drag the category into the rows. See, only one, or else drag the sales into the category into the column. See now, category wise we imported the data. That's why it's going to display technology. This the technology sales, this much it's happened. This the office supplies, this much it's exported we done. So this the furniture, this the values is going to display to us. So this is we called as a circle view options. We can click on that circle view. The circle view options is going to display for us. Okay, now again if I want to display that option, drag the category into the column. One more time, if I drag the category into the column, see now that informations like this column wise, that information it's going to display to us. The values, all these things, which category, what is the total sales amount. If you want to display, we can drag and drop into the sales and category into the text option. See now, sales, drag the sales into the text, the value is going to display. Category also, if you want to drag and drop into the text, which category, it's going to display to us all the information, technologies, all this thing. So like this we can import, we can see the circle wise also we can see. Okay, or else like this also we can see. Suppose if I don't want all the information, drag and drop all these things, I am going to drag and drop into the information. Now see, in that, in the rows we can select a different types of options also. In the rows, drag the sales information. See now we got in the row wise that information is going to display, and ship mode into the column. See now that information, economy plus, so the immediate ship mode, how it's going to happen, all the information is going to display to us. Like the ship mode wise also we can select, category wise also we can select the information, region wise also we can select. Instead of that ship mode we can select the region also. The data it's going to display as a circle wise. Okay, this is we called as a side by side chart also we can. Already we created a side by side. No. Okay, here I am going to select a side by side chart. This the, if I select a circle view, this one, this the circle view, so right click on that, so we can select the options. Because why side by side means, if I drag and drop into the ship mode option, this the information is going to display. We can change the, we can rename that side by side chart, we can rename. Or else see now sales we done, no. Suppose if I want to drag the segment into the rows also, see like this options it will come. All these are the consumer, so this much, this happened, corporate, see office appliance information, so we got. Sometimes it's okay, but now I want to display the segment as a color wise, all these things, drag the segment into the color option here. Different colors it's going to display for us. We can edit the color. Suppose if I don't want, behind the show me options, drag this one, here colors options is there, consumer red, 8 color, red color, corporate yellow, see office appliance blue. If you want we can change, click on the drop down button, edit color option is there, we can edit the different colors also, we can edit. Understood? So if I select the corporate purple color, so then click on OK, see automatically it's going to change. All these are the options we have. Suppose different colors, if you want we can select the different colors also, it's going to display. Instead of that purple, sky blue, if you want we can select. Okay, see now it is going to change. Okay, so this is the options we have. This is we called as a side by circle chart. Like this we can see the information, side by side circle chart. If you want the same thing, if you want to display the values, all these things, drag the sales into the label, automatically that information is going to display to us. Click on that. Here this is the side by side circle also we can select. See, side by side circle, it's going to display like this options it will come. This is we called as a side by side circle view chart. Understood? So now all the information consumer wise the details, so then corporate, so this is the segment option, office appliance, all these are the informations we have. Right click on that, mm, rename, side by side circle chart, side by side circle view. chart. Please try it. 5 minutes. I will give you 5 minutes. Please try it. This chart, circle, side by side circle view chart. If you want, we can, instead of that segment, we can drag the categories, or else we can drag the subcategories also, region also, we can drag different types of information. It's going to display to us. Any doubts? Ask me that. Put it in the message box. I will reply one more time. Any doubt is there? Okay, try it once. If let me know that. This is recalled as a side by side circle chart. Like this also, you are also you have to rename, because when we are going to create the dashboard, whatever we created the chart only, we are going to drag and drop into the dashboard options only. Again and again, again and again, we can't create that information. That's why. Have you tried? Then please reply me. Done. Okay, okay. So next options in that, see, we created as a circle view chart also we created, but whatever data I have, the data I want to display, I want to display as a pie chart. Okay, if I want to convert the data as a pie chart, what we have to do in that, see, take a one more sheet. I said take a new sheet. In the sale columns, select the sales options in the column. Okay, after that, in rows options, drag the profit into the rows options. So we drag them. See now, only one circle it's going to display for us. Correct? Now it's showing only one circle. So that's why now instead of that circle, we can see circles. If I want to drag and drop into the region, into the colors options. So now I want to see that if I place the cursor, total profit and sales amount is going to display, but I don't want to display as a single circle. So that's why we can see the circles region wise also. So drag the region into the label option. See, if I select only the sales and profit, so both information also it's going to display in one single circle. See now it's showing sales, total sales this much, total profit this much we got. Total sales it's happened, total profit also this much we got, like this only in the single circle is going to display. Now I want to see that as a region wise, what is the sales it's happened in our company or else in my organization. Region wise, what is the sales it's happened. So drag the region into the labels options. Click on that. Here, where is that? Um, Location, no? In the location. Drag the region into the label. Label means this is the text option. Drag and drop into that. See now we got that sum of information it's going to display for us. So we got that automatically, we got that information. This is the south region information. This is the north region information. This is the central region information. The sizes, if you want to increase, click on that. Little bit we can increase the sizes options also we can increase. If you want to change the shapes, all these things, click on that shape option. Click on that shape, change the shapes. Different types of shapes we have, we can select. Okay, if you want to change the shapes, we can change the shape colors also, we can change. Still I want to increase little bit. We can increase the font size also using the format options we can. Okay, so automatically we got these kind of options we got. This is we called as a, so this the chart scatter plot chart. But in the scatter plot chart, so I want to rename for that scatter plot. Click on that scatter plot chart. See, same like that, one more scatter plot chart we are going to create. What is that? How it's going to display? Why we need to create one more chart means, for example, same options we can select now. Okay, I'm going to take this one also. Here, in that automatic option, we can select the, see here option is there, pie chart. If I click on that pie chart, the shapes it's going to convert as a pie chart also. Click on that. So this the informations we had in that. When if I select the informations as like this pie chart, okay, one more table I am going to take. Don't get confusions, okay? So as well as let it be like that only. Shape chart we got. See, next chart I will show you how to convert as a pie chart. Don't get confusions, okay? Now, if I place the cursor here, If I place the cursor on shape, it should show me that how much in my sales and how much what is my profit I want to display. If I place the cursor on that particular shape, then only it's going to display which region, what is the profit, what is the sales, like this it's going to display. But every time I can't place the cursor, every time I can't see that. For that I want to mark as a sum of using the lines I want to mark. How to apply this one? We can select that is we called as a drop line, like this we call drop line. How to create the drop line? Example, right click on that, right click here, see drop line options, show drop line options we have. Click on that show drop line. See that lines, if I place the cursor like this, drop line is going to display for us. So what is the north region? What is the options we have? Profit how much, sales how much is going to display. But if I click outside option, here one second, single circle, if you want to change the colors, all these things, right click, format, text it's going to change. I don't want to text here is the tooltip. I don't want to change, it's not going to display nicely. Right click, this is the tooltip colors I changed. I don't want this tooltip colors. Black only I'm going to select. Right click on that. Select the drop line. Show drop line. Here also click on that. Right click. Show drop line. It's going to display. If I place the cursor, then only that drop line is going. If I click on that, see now, if I click on that, that lines is going to display. But now, so I don't want to click on that. If I open the chart, it should display as a with lines only. That time, right click on that. Here also I want to create show drop line. If you want to edit some of it, show drop line, we can edit the drop line also. Now if I place the cursor, oh sorry, remove the show drop line, right click. See now, if I click on that, the drop line is going to display. Right click on that. I want to display the drop line as a permanently. If I click on that, now see, if I click on that lines, if I click on that, then only it's going to display. But I don't want like that. That lines I want to display as a permanently. If you want to display as a permanently, so right click on that. So here drop line, click on that edit drop line option. Here we should select always option. Click on that always. So then x-axis, y-axis information it's going to display for us. Click on that OK. Now see all the information is going to change. If you change the shapes also, here more shapes option is there. Click on that more shapes. Now see here these shapes we selected, no, click on that. All these are the shapes, different types of shapes we have. We can select
Excuse
all
me,
these
ma'am.
different. Yes ma.
Ma'am, can you repeat that step like permanently how we can
Okay,
display that
yeah,
lines?
yeah. Permanently, if you want to display the lines, right click on that particular shape. Place the cursor on the shape, right click. See now, select the drop lines. Already we created. Now click on that here, edit drop line option. If I click on that edit drop line, see now here it's going to display always options going to display. Select the always. See now, first we have to select the always. Then only whenever we are opening the chart with the drop lines, it's going to display for us. Must and should we have to select the always. X-axis, Y-axis information is going to display. Click on that OK. If I click on that OK, permanently that lines is going to display to us. See, right click on that. Again drop line, edit drop line, untick these options. only when selected. When I am going to select the particular shape, then only if you want to display the drop line. See now, if I click on that, then only that information is going to display. Right click on
Understood,
that.
ma'am.
Yeah. Here, edit, always select the option, then click on OK. So all the lines. See now I selected some of different shapes. If you want to change the shapes, right click on that. Here in this one. Here, shapes, more shapes options we have in that also. Filled, all these filled shape options. This is we called as a filled. Click on that. See, different types of options we have. Select any one of the shapes, designs, anything. We can select. So then click on OK. If I click on that, see that information is going to display for us. If you want to increase the sizes, we can increase the sizes, shape sizes we can increase. This is we called as a scatter plot chart. Like this we can create. Which colors, design, shapes you want, we can change the color, shapes, designs, all these things we can change. So this is we called as a scatter plot chart option. Understood, ma? Okay. Any doubt is there? Okay. 5 minutes I will give you. Try it, this one. Because whatever I drag and drop, same options if you drag and drop. But you concept you should understand. Why we are going to drag and drop, which options I want to know that options you should know. You should understand. Okay. Okay. How to change the shape? Okay, Rohit, I will repeat. See, place the here in that marks option is there, no? Here shape option is there. Click on that shape. Here more shapes options. Okay, once if you select the shapes, these options it will come. Click on that. Here more shapes. Click on that more shapes. Now here in this drop down button, so many options we have. Which one you want, we can select. See, different types of shapes is there. So all the shapes we can select. Tick mark all these options. Ratings options also we have in that. See then thin arrows also we can select, or weathers wise if you want we can select. All these are the shapes designs we have. We can select which one you want shapes we can select. See, all these are the options. Gender wise if you want we can select any genders, anything. Click on that. So then click on OK. It's going to change. Understood? Yeah. Values if you want to display along with that lines also. This is a sales, no? Drag the sales into the labels. See, values also is going to display. Profit, if you want to display, we can drag and drop into the profit. After that, we can increase the font sizes, all these things we can. Here some of informations we have in that. Okay, you are trying. Then any doubts? See, in that, if I right click on the shape, some of options we have here. In that, marked label, see, annotated options is there. If I mark, this is the mark options. So what is the point option? If I click on that point, so that profit and sales information it's going to display. Just click on OK. So that sales and profit information is going to display to us. If I don't want this one, see that informations, sales and profit information is going to display. Right click on that. See, annotate, click on that point, sales and profit. Okay, see that sales and profit at a time it's going to display in the north side. South, right click on that point, sales and profit. If you want to display, we can select the, see now that information it's going to display wherever you want. We can drag and drop. See now, like this we can drag and drop the informations. That information is going to display to us. However you want, we can drag and drop the informations. Click outside, see, like this options is going to display. Right click on the shape, select the annotate this here point options we have to select. Then that information is going to display to us. If you want to format, we can format the information also, borders, shadings, see now single color cells, all these things we can. So that is the options we have. If you want to change the colors, rounded colors, all these things we can. So that is the options we have in that. So click outside, that entire information it's going to display. Along with that, I want to display the trend line. What is a trend line? Means how my business is going. It's a down, up and down, how it's going to growth. Every information with the trend line only we are going to check. So that's why right click on that, select the trend lines. Show trend lines option. So now that business information is going to display. Like this, my business is improving. Like this is going to display for us. Click on that, move here, click on that, move here. See, now the trend line is going to display to us. Okay. If I don't want to show that lines, drop lines, right click on that. So here, drop lines, edit drop lines, untick these options. Okay. Now see, only the trend line options is going to display for us. How my business is growing. So the details, information, all these things, it's going to display. Got it? Any confusions is there? Any doubt is there? Reply, please reply me. Any doubts? Okay. What about others? Any confusions, any doubts? How to add the tooltip means text box? What is the total profit? What is the total sales amount? How to add the trend line? Everything tried? Any confusions, any doubt is there? Please reply me in the chat box. Okay. What about others? Still doing? All these are the importance only. Okay. Reply me in the chat box, please. Any doubts, any confusions? If you don't have any doubts, no doubts? Yeah, good. Okay. Now I wind up the class. Tomorrow we will continue. Okay? Yeah. Okay, bye.